The one-touch setting facility is a really brilliant way to keep your performances sounding very slick and very professional. But sometimes the pre-programmed voices aren't always the ones you actually want to use. So I'm going to show you how you can change them. Come and have a look. Okay, so I'm going to start off with cool jazz piano as my style, and as you know, on the left hand side where we have one-touch settings and auto fill-in on, it's going to give me 4 different sounds in the variations. And let's have a play and see what it sounds like. I'll start off, just play a C chord. Okay, and I'll play a bit on the right hand. And it's a piano. You can see it on the screen, concert grand piano. I'm quite happy with that. If I change to variations B, on the right hand now we've got vibraphone, and I like that one as well. Variation C, this one is the jazz singers on the right hand. Now I'm not a great fan of that one, so that's the one I'm going to change, and I'll show you how to change it now. So what you do is, first of all, leave it on variation C there, and look on the screen, we've still got this jazz singers selected. Now I want to change it to classical guitar, so on the right hand side where we choose the voices, I'm going to go to the guitar section and choose concert guitar. This is the concert guitar. So lovely sounding instrument, and that's the one that I want to use for variation C. Now at this point, if I change the style, it's going to change. It's going to go back to something else. It's going to go back to the jazz singers, but I want it to stay on concert guitar. So what you have to do on the right hand side here, on this row, you'll see that there is a memory button just here. What you do is push memory once, and then push the one-touch setting you want to save it in. In this case it's 3, because that corresponds with C on the right hand side. It's the 3rd button along. And on the screen now it's telling me, it's saying one-touch setting has changed. To keep the changes, save the current style, otherwise the data will be lost when you choose a different style. So I push yes, the F button, and what it does is it takes you to the style section, but it's not the usual style section, it's the one under the tab user. This is where you save your own customized styles, and at the bottom the only key available says save. So I push save, and it's telling me to name it, and it's come up as Cool Piano Jazz, which is what the original one's called, but I want to change this one. I'm going to put a space in, and then I'm going to call it Cool Piano Jazz with guitar, and I'll just put GTR as an abbreviation of guitar. Push OK. Here we go, and it's now saved it in the style section, user Cool Piano Jazz. You can't quite see it on there, but it says guitar. So what it's done is it has saved a variation of the original Cool Piano Jazz style, but in this one, if I go to the one-touch setting button, we can see my concert guitar is now in one-touch setting 3. So I can play the style, the left hand, look on the left. Variation B is still vibraphone, but when I go to variation C, I've now got that very nice classical guitar on there as well. And finally, how do you access your customized style? Well, what you do is you, on the left hand side, as you usually would, go to any style button, and along the top of the screen, just here, you'll notice that there's 3 tabs. You've got preset, user, and HD1. Now, use the tab button just here to the right once, and it goes to user. Now, in user will be all of your customized styles, and my one is somewhere in the list. Here it is, Cool Piano Jazz with guitar. You can't quite see the GTR abbreviation on the end because there's not quite room for it to display, but if you go to the OTS info button here, it now gives you all the information of what voices you've got selected for each one-touch setting, and of course you can see the name along the top, Cool Piano Jazz Guitar. Okay. And also, in answer to a question we received from one of our Facebook fans, Mr. Walt Roberts, hello Walt, you wanted to know how you could have 2 voices in your one-touch settings instead of 4. Well, the answer to this, Walt, is just do exactly as I've done in the video, only instead of choosing 4 different voices, choose 2. And of course it's up to you which variation you put it in. I hope you find that useful.
Tyros tips, because we care.